Back here at ValleyCentral.com, Thursday night action coming to you at Psja Stadium. I'm Joe Bowling with you, and welcome again to the broadcast. Psja Memorial taking on McAllen Memorial. 48-10 the score at halftime, and it's been all McAllen Memorial for the most part since the opening kickoff when the Wolverines had their one little run. Now the opening kickoff of the second half is an onside kick, but it will not go the needed 10 yards, and so short field to work with for McAllen Memorial to start the second half on their first possession. In the first half, they accumulated 333 yards of offense, 292 of that on the ground, 41 in the air. Trevor Spates, the tailback, 12 carries, 175 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the first half for the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial. That means he's averaging better than 14.5 yards per carry on the night. Lines up in the backfield with Joel Alonzo. Quarterback is Jonathan Sanchez on 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of the Wolverines on the first play of the second half. Running play, they'll hand it off to a receiver, bring it around the side to about the 45-yard line, and not much real estate to work with that time. For Michael Garza on the carry. Brings up a second down for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs. And they'll hand it off, running play left side, down to about the 40. Going to bring up a third down play. Going back to the way this game started, Wolverines took the opening kickoff and returned it to the 45 of the Mustangs. Moved it downfield, pushed it in the end zone, and jumped to a 7-0 lead. Their defense then did a good job of stopping the Mustangs on their first possession. Second possession, though, by the Wolverines. They fumbled it in the red zone, and that resulted in points. Mustangs then rattled off 21 straight. Running play, Alonzo, left-hand side, got a good block. Makes a nice move, takes on a tackler inside the 25 to the 23. 17 yards for Joel Alonzo, who now has 6 carries for 74 yards on the game. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs from the 22. 10:33 and counting in the third quarter. Mustangs on top of the Wolverines, 48-10. Mustangs, first offensive set in the second half. Sanchez wants to throw, runs with it now, looking for a block, turns a corner, and he steps out of bounds at the 16. 6-yard gain for Jonathan Sanchez. What kind of night has he had, you ask? Well, 6 carries now, 66 yards. That's an 11-yard per carry run. And in the air, he's 3 of 4 for 41 yards and a touchdown. Also, rushing touchdown for Sanchez. He's a sophomore. Spates is a sophomore. This team is loaded with young talent as they line up here on this 2nd and 4 play. From the 16, Spates the deep back on a second down play. They'll hand it off up the middle first, and it's Alonzo again inside the 10, stumbles forward down to the 2. He lost his footing and just stumbled further and further downfield, ended up falling just short of the touchdown. 1st and goal coming up for the Mustangs. Spates has ran it in twice from here already. Will they give it back to Alonzo, who's done most of the work here on this drive? On 1st and goal, Sanchez under center on the play for the Mustangs. Hands it off, and it's Alonzo, and yes, indeed, he'll take it in and finish the job. Touchdown, Mustangs. Joel Alonzo with 3 carries in that drive. The final one, a touchdown run. And the Mustangs score again. They're up 54-10. Extra point coming up for the Mustangs. High snap over everyone's head. This is a live football. Kicker just dives on it. In that case, Jesus Flores, he's been on enough highlight reels already. He's made a couple of actual touchdown-saving tackles as the final leg of the kick team. on what could have been returned for touchdowns by the Wolverines. That could have changed the complexion of this game, as some of those broke for the score. Mustangs with 372 yards of offense tonight, 116 for the Wolverines. So the onside kick attempt, no good by the Wolverines. Mustangs take advantage of the short field position and lead this ball game 54-10. Mustangs coming off a bye week. You can see this is a well-rested football team out here tonight. Wolverines will get a week off after this one. 9:41 to go here in the third quarter. Flores taking his time teeing this one up for the Mustangs. Wolverines expecting a short kick. Return man stands at his 10. Everyone else a good 15 yards upfield from him. Flores on the kick. Booms it away. Nice kick away from the return man. Takes a bounce. Fielded at the 5. Drop. Pick back up. Now back across the 5. Looking for the right sideline. Across the 10. And an awkward tackle made at the 17-yard line. And that's where the Wolverines will take over. 1st and 10. Yeah, you can see that. That awkward return. And the return man is not getting up. He's injured. That injury, we'll take a timeout. I'll step aside. Live streaming audio and video coming your way from Psja Stadium in Pharr, Texas. 54-10, Mustangs lead the Wolverines. This is ValleyCentral.com. Back here at action, and it's a running play on 1st down for the Wolverines. They'll take it out across the 17 near the 18-yard line with 9:25 and counting here in the third quarter. Jesse Bustamante on the carry. Gains a yard, brings up 2nd and 9 for the Wolverines. Stops the clock as he went out of bounds as well. Wolverines 45 yards of offense in their first drive. Since then, 80 yards total. Michael Gonzalez, the quarterback, 4 of 13 on the night for 50 yards. Sets up in a shotgun formation on 2nd and 9. Good snap, looks to throw, looks left, now looks right. Ball caught there. Out across the 25, 1st down. Receiver upended as he crosses the 30-yard line. And that'll be enough for a 1st down for the Wolverines. Abio Rojas on the catch. And the Wolverines with the 1st down. 9 minutes left here in this third quarter. 54-10, Mustangs lead. Last week I was at Sherryland. We had a 50-point lead for the Rattlers. Here tonight, McAllen Memorial looking strong. Running play out of the shotgun. They'll run it left-hand side. Tackle made back shy of the line of scrimmage. That could have been an illegal block in the back. Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 2nd down and long for PSJA Memorial. Had some fans commenting on the Facebook. They expected PSJA Memorial to look a little stronger I'm telling you, I thought this McAllen Memorial team was going to be strong out of the gate. They're finally finding their stride, maybe here tonight. Second 11 for the Wolverines. Hesitation run out across the 35-yard line. Good job of reading the blocks that time by Bustamante. He'll end up gaining 5 on the play. Make it 6. Brings up third down, a little over 4 yards to go. 7:43 and counting. Third quarter action. Wolverines with the football. First time their offense has been on the field here in the second half. And Bustamante appears to be limping as he leaves the field. They already had their best 2 tailbacks injured coming into this game. 3rd and 3, says the scoreboard. Pass play. Left side incomplete. Brings up 4th down for the Wolverines, and it brings in the punting team. Gonzalez now 5 of 15 in the air for 59 yards. Two men back to return this kick for the Mustangs. One of those guys is Trevor Spates. Stands inside the 35-yard line. Ozzy Salazar back there as well. A high snap. Punter does a good job of getting to it, but there's a whistle blown and a penalty against the Wolverines. That's a pretty good catch by the punter over the shoulder to get that snap. Goes for naught. Would have been a nice replay. On the penalty, the clock will stop. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go, third quarter. 4th and 8 from the 31. Good snap this time. Punter will get the kick away. Nice high spiraling punt. Fielded by Salazar. Gives up some ground. Gives up some more ground. Now he gets to the left side, and look out. Across the 40 to 45. Wall of blockers. 45. 40 in Wolverine territory down to the 35. Ozzy Salazar on the return used a nice wall of blocking once he reversed field. Gave up a lot of ground, but finally made that turn. And again, the Mustangs will take over in Wolverine territory to start a drive. 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Mustangs, 372 in offense and counting here tonight. Spates, the deep man, out of the backfield for the Mustangs. Hasn't touched it yet here in the second half. On first down, Sanchez keeps it himself. Running play inside the 31 down to about the 30. 5 more yards for Sanchez. He's got 71 yards. Alonso with 89. That combined doesn't equal the 175 by Trevor Spates. Alonso also with a touchdown run. Sanchez has a touchdown run and a touchdown pass. That added up doesn't equal the 4 touchdowns by Trevor Spates. Alonso runs over a man, takes it all the way down to the 21. 9 more yards for Joel Alonso. He now has 98 yards. So easily the Mustangs could end up with 3 guys over the 100-yard mark. Couple more one more carry by Alonso at this pace. Couple more by Sanchez. From the 21. 3 backs in the backfield behind Jonathan Sanchez. Mustangs letting the play clock run down. Game clock running, 5:41. Now with 5 on the play clock. Here's a pitch back to Spates. First catch of the second half, and he runs right down to the 10. On first down, he'll gain 12. Spates now on 13 carries, 187 yards. Of his 13 carries tonight, 6 of those have been for 10 yards or more. 2 of those over 20. Make it 3 of those over 20. First and goal for the Mustangs. Sanchez with 5 on the play clock. Takes a snap, hands it off Alonzo. See you later, touchdown. Everyone keying on Spates, and a hole opened up for Alonzo, and he was in the end zone in the blink of an eye. Another 9-yard touchdown run by Joel Alonzo, his second of the second half, and it's a 60 spot for the Mustangs here tonight. 60-10, extra point coming up for McAllen Memorial. You're looking at the district standings, 31-5A. This Mustang team, this will be their first win in 3 tries. They'll be 1-2, and they'll be the most dangerous 1-2 team on this side of the valley. Extra point up and good. 61-10. Mustangs kick off after this on valleycentral.com. Back here at PSJA Stadium on a Thursday night, and the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial are alive and well for those who thought they might write them off for the season when they started the district play at 0-2. 61-10, they lead PSJA Memorial here tonight, and we're still in the third quarter with 5:02 remaining. Mustangs to kick it off, a high short kick. Wolverines going to let it bounce. At the 22, big hit delivered. Man stays on his feet for a moment, but not anymore. Down he goes. So the Mustangs made a correction on that kick return, which gave them some problems on kick coverage in the first half. Wolverines back on the field. Now they've been outgained 407 to 131 in total yards. And I want to see if Bustamante returns to the game at the tailback spot. I don't think he did. They've got a new tailback in there. That's Jesse Rodriguez running play, and that is going to be out across the 33-yard line. That is Rodriguez on the carry. Rodriguez will gain 7. Sometimes this TV play-by-play with the live video makes a guy sit back and watch more than he talks. Far cry from the radio days. 2nd and 3. For the Mustangs, or check that for the Wolverines. Handoff again. Rodriguez hit. Down he goes. Will not get a first down. 2nd or 3rd down coming up. Tomorrow night, I'll be in Los Fresnos. Harlingen Cardinals in town to take on the Falcons, and that again will be a team coming in off a week's rest. Coming off a bye week, Harlingen Cardinals. They've had a year to think about getting beat by Los Fresnos a year ago. Look out, Falcons. 3rd down, about a yard to go for the Wolverines. They fumble the ball in the backfield. Gonzalez lands on it, but it was 3rd and less than a yard, and they'll end up punting the football. .353 to go, and another player injured on that play for the Wolverines. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. 61-10 to score. I'll take a break. This is high school football on ValleyCentral.com. Injured player off the field under his own power for PSJA Memorial, and that's good news for them. Bad news is, though, it's fourth down. They've got a punt. Worse news, they're down 51 points in a 61-10 ball game to McAllen Memorial. Even worse news, punter going to punt it from inside his 10. McAllen Memorial going to get good field position out of this deal. A high kick, wobbly kick, takes a bounce for the Wolverines in Mustang territory. Gets a good roll all the way down to the 27-yard line. Good job by the punter for PSJA Memorial. Here come the Mustangs. 61 points on the board, 3:26 left here in the third quarter of play. And this offense, which is gelled tonight from the word go. I'll use that word. It was sent to me in a message on Facebook just a moment ago. Yes, McAllen Memorial is gelling real well here tonight. See some new players in the ball game now. Sanchez is gone, so new quarterback in the game. Alonzo stays in the ball game. He's the up man in the I formation. Takes the handoff. Rumbles forward out across the 34, still on his feet, out across the 45, 47-yard line. 16 more yards for Joel Alonzo. Try to get you some names here on the new guys in the ball game for the Mustangs. New quarterback is Emmanuel Garcia. On first down, play clock down to 6. They'll hand it off again. Alonzo drives through into Wolverine territory. Another 5 yards for Joel Alonzo. Alonzo over 100 yards tonight. 12 carries and counting, 128 yards. He'll exit the game. Trevor Spates, 13 carries, 187 yards. He's probably finished for the night. A couple more new guys into the ball game. Aaron Villarreal, a junior, into the ball game now and at the tailback spot. Running play on the right-hand side. That is Villarreal. And he'll be close to first down yardage, about a yard short on his first carry of the night. Third down coming up. Less than a yard to go for the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial. 390 yards on the ground for the Mustangs. Game clock at 1:59 to go in the third. Reminding you, at 10 o'clock on Action 4, we'll have highlights from this one, as well as other games tonight. Game going on over in Edinburgh this evening. Third down here and a yard to go for the Mustangs. They'll run it left-hand side. Villarreal got a lot of room. First down inside the 35 to the 34. 10 yards for Villarreal. Clock stops while they move the chains. Edinburgh Economides leading La Jolla 21-10. So Economides getting over that beating they took last week at the hands of Sherryland. First down for the Mustangs. Running play off left tackle. Helmet comes flying off on that hit. Alonso entered back into the ball game on that carry. And he ends up gaining 5 on the play. Now 133 yards on the ground for Alonso. Under a minute left here in the third. Mustangs letting that play clock run down. Under 7. They'll run it left-hand side. They'll blow that play dead before she gets going. Garcia's called down. Now they'll set the ball down, but they won't have to snap it, as the play clock hasn't started, but the game clock's down under 25. Mustang's going to let that run out. We'll head to the fourth. This one all Mustangs. McAllen Memorial leads PSJA Memorial 61-10. This is high school football on valleycentral.com. Back here, start of the fourth quarter. Mustangs with the football, leading 61-10. Joe Bowling with you here on valleycentral.com on a Thursday night. Garcia under center. Hands the ball off, and it's Villarreal. Bangs down to the 20-yard line. That's a first down as he'll gain 8. Aaron Villarreal just entering the ball game here on this drive. 3 carries, 21 yards on the ground. Mustangs in the red zone. Set up shop first and 10 from the 19-yard line of the Wolverines. 61-10 the score. Mustangs on top. Letting the play clock run down to 5. Game clock at 11:30 and counting. Running play right side. That's Alonso, and he's gone again. Touchdown, Joel Alonso. That's 19 yards. His 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Mustangs score again. And on most any other night, if I read off this stat, 14 carries, 152 yards, and 3 touchdowns, you'd say he was the best back of the evening. Not the case for Joel Alonso. He's still got a ways to go to catch Trevor Spates. Extra point coming up for the Mustangs. Kick is away, and it is good. 68-10. Mustangs over the Wolverines. Kickoff coming up after this on valleycentral.com. Back here at PSJA Stadium and looking over to the sidelines on the McAllen Memorial side where the cadets over there, their JROTC, came in faces painted in the blue and gold, which I had some pictures taken with me. They're on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter at JoeKGBT. They have to do push-ups after each score. And that time they had to do 68 push-ups. Why? Mustangs lead this ball game 68-10. We're in the fourth quarter. 11:20 remaining in the ball game. Some good math students out there can tell me how many push-ups they've done faster than I can figure it up. 68 plus 61 plus 54 plus... Go backwards, folks. Add it up. Kickoff bounces out of bounds. So the Wolverines will set up at the 35, 1st and 10. 11:20 remaining, just 40 seconds gone here in this fourth quarter. And the Mustangs of McAllen Memorial on top. Running play that time goes nowhere. Another running play coming up for the Wolverines. Gains about a yard once again. Well, 10:22 left here in this ball game. It's been all Wolverines looking uphill since they opened the ball game with a 7-0 lead. They have been watching as the Mustangs have scored over and over. Another injury on the play. By the way, those cadets, if I figured this up right, have done 334 push-ups tonight. And counting if the Mustangs score any more. They did 7 when they had 7. They did 14 when they scored again, and on and on and on. And the last time they had to drop down, it was a simple drop down and give me 68. So of the people in the stadium saying don't score any more Mustangs, their own cadets probably saying that louder than most. Third down play coming up for the Wolverines out of a shotgun formation. They look to throw. Nothing doing. Pocket quarterback does a nice job of getting away from a couple of tacklers, but Gonzalez still nowhere to go. Ends up gaining 2. And it's punting time just like that. Mustangs will get their hands on the football once again. Trevor Spates, the big show early on in this game, did plenty for the Mustangs. Since then, Joel Alonzo has excelled. Wolverines with 138 yards of offense here tonight. Punting time, Wolverines. They'll wait. Now they'll get the kick away. A high kick, nothing but Wolverines back there to return this. They'll let it bounce. Down to about the 18-yard line. First and 10 Mustangs. From the 23. I guess at 18. Mustang football. My spotter right on the money there. See if they bring in even more new players for the Mustangs offense. Last time we saw Aaron Villarreal make an appearance. Also a new quarterback, Emmanuel Garcia. Thanks again for the PSJA Channel 17 providing us with a 5-camera shot here tonight. Live streaming audio and video coming your way. Fumbled snap. Garcia picks it back up and turns it into something out of that. As he'll bring it out across the 33. That's close to first down yardage That was a fumbled snap. And Emmanuel Garcia ends up gaining 12. 1st and 10. 8:30 and counting here in the ball game. Try to get an interview with Joel Alonzo and Jonathan Sanchez and see who else I can talk to on that Mustang sideline. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Garcia. Pitch back right-hand side. New ball carrier in the game. Upended as he takes across the 40-yard line. That's Will Moore, a junior, on the carry. $12-yard gain or 8-yard gain. Second down play coming up. 7:33 to go in the fourth quarter. 68-10. Mustangs lead the Wolverines. Mustangs with the football, letting that play clock run. Game clock running down. And now they'll run it left side. That's a 1st down and more. Across the 50, back into Wolverine territory. Another new ball carrier in the ball game. This time, Michael Grace. First and 10 coming up for the Mustangs once again. Quarterback keeps it. Garcia goes nowhere. Might have gained a yard. All this Mustang team wants to do is keep the ball inbounds, drive downfield, not necessarily score points here, just take time off the clock. 500 yards of offense now on the night for the Mustangs. 460 of that on the ground. I formation behind Emmanuel Garcia on a 2nd down play. Lets that play clock run. It's at 10. He'll get under center sometime around 7. Does now. Takes a snap. Pitch back right-hand side. It's going to be Moore. Moore down to the 40-yard line. Stays in bounds. Short of a 1st down. He'll gain 8 more. Brings up 3rd down for the Mustangs. 5:41 to go in the game. Tomorrow night, live streaming action. It'll be the audio version only on the live side. Saturday, a couple of games coming your way with live streaming audio and video. Here tonight, all Mustangs at Psja Stadium. Mustangs with a football, 3rd down. And they'll run it again. 1st down, inside the 35 to the 33. Moore again on the carry. Chains move once again. They'll stop the game clock long enough to do that. And then they'll crank it back up. We'll go under 5 on this next snap. You look at the Wolverines' offense again here tonight. Here's how glaring this is. 45 yards in their first drive, less than 100 for the rest of the game. 1st down play for the Mustangs. Running play up the middle. Michael Grace again on the carry. Grace will end up gaining 7, maybe call it 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Mustangs. 68-10 they lead. This has been in the books as far as the decided winner goes from the first quarter. We're in the 4th now. Mustangs with the football. 2nd down from the 27. Garcia just waits before he even gets under center. Play clock down to 9. Now they'll run it. inside the 25. Football looked like it came loose. It was a helmet. And that'll be a first down for the Mustangs. And that time, Carlos Garza was the ball carrier. So plenty of guys getting playing time here tonight for McAllen Memorial. Hard to figure that they were 0-2 in district play coming in here. I thought they would be a real strong football team this season from the word go. Bill Littleton told me, we're just getting it together. Stop shooting ourselves in the foot, we'll do a lot better. Well, that happened here tonight. Moore on the carry. Takes it down inside the 18-yard line to about the 17.5. Another player shaken up for the Wolverines. Now there'll be a pause in the action as they allow him to run off the field. Once the helmet came off, he had to leave. Second down coming up for the Mustangs. We'll go under 3 minutes left in the game. 15 on the play clock. Mustangs still back in the huddle. They lost to San Benito, lost to Westaco in district play. Everyone else in district taking notice right here that they can be this good. Running play again inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That was Moore once again. Check that. That was Grace, Michael Grace. 537 yards of offense tonight for the Mustangs. Nearing 500 yards on the ground. They're 4 shy of that on 3rd and 1 coming up here. Third and 1. Football on the 13 of the Wolverines. If the Mustangs can get a first down here, they can take a knee and take the air out of the ball for the rest of the game. Running play by Garcia. That will get him a first down. And they should be able to take a knee a couple of times and get out of here. 68 points on the board. That's more than enough for Coach Bill Littleton. The running game has been there all year for the Mustangs. It's the other stuff. The penalties, the miscues, fumbles, things like that. They'll take a knee here, and then they'll do so a couple more times. And this one we'll put in the books. They'll let the play clock run down to 1, take a knee. Couple more times, and this one's history. Minute 23 to go. They haven't spotted the football down yet, which means they will not start the play clock. Still haven't spotted it. Now they will. If they do that one more time, well, they need no more than 1 snap, and this one's over. It took them a good 20, 25 seconds to spot the ball. Play clock running at 20. Game clock at 57. Mustangs and McAllen Memorial on the road here tonight. Looking good against PSJA Memorial. Play clock down to 4. That should do it. They'll take a knee, and if the official can hold this off for another 9 seconds before he spots the football, starts the play clock, we'll be okay. He's waiting, and he did his job. They won't have to snap the ball again. The Mustangs of McAllen Memorial rack up 537 yards of offense here tonight, 496 on the ground. 2 players over 100 yards. Trevor Spates leads away with 187. Joel Alonzo with 152, and they win this one over the Wolverines of PSJA Memorial. 68-10, the final score. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Reminding you the archive is available. I'm going to put this hat away and put another hat on and go do a live shot for you for Action 4. Watch the highlights of this one at 10 coming your way from PSJA Stadium on a Thursday night. I'm Joe Bowling with you for ValleyCentral.com. 68-10, Mustangs win it. Good night, everybody.